We were having a conversation about that warehouse fire, and I said that that's not the way you enact change. Not in a modern world. You enact change by voting. And this person here says, sorry, Tom, voting won't help. All politicians are owned by corporations. And I'm going to prove to you that you don't believe that. You follow Captain Mark Kelly. Do you believe Mark Kelly is owned by corporations? Do you believe that people shouldn't vote for Mark Kelly in the state of Arizona? Is that what you're telling people, that he is owned by corporations and they shouldn't vote for him? How about James Terico in Texas? You follow him. You can see I follow him as well. Are you telling people in Texas not to vote for James Terico because he's owned by a corporation? And according to you, all politicians are owned by corporations. This Representative Stansbury that you follow, and you follow over 10,000 people, so there's no way I could go through all of them. But Stansbury, is she owned by corporations? Are you telling people not to follow her or vote for her because she's owned by corporations? I bet if I dug down deep enough into your following list, I'd see Bernie Sanders. Do you think Bernie Sanders is owned by corporations? I'm being very sincere when I ask these questions. Do you think our friend, crazy mother runner, Jessica in Virginia, do you think she's owned by corporations? How about Victoria Broderick in Tennessee, another left-leaning content creator who's also a politician? Is she owned by corporations? Who are you voting for then? If you believe that all politicians are owned by corporations, do you just not vote? Do you just abstain altogether? And if so, why are you even involved in political content? I mean, why are you following politicians? You don't believe it, and I know you don't believe it. It just sounds good in the moment. All politicians are owned by corporations. No, they're not. A lot of them are. But we have the power. Our vote is what gives us that power. If this one doesn't do what we say, if this one doesn't do what we want, we get a different one. We vote in a different person. We vote them out of office. We can't control who's on the board of directors for all these corporations. We can't control who the CEO of these corporations are and the CFOs are and the board members are. We don't have a say in any of that, but we have a say in the politicians. And if you walk into a voting booth and vote for anybody, then you clearly don't believe those people are owned by corporations. Or you're okay with voting for people who are owned by corporations, in which case I bring us back to the only way you're going to enact change is by voting. But do you believe that the politicians that you're following on social media are owned by corporations? Mark Kelly, Bernie Sanders, James Terico. Do you believe they're owned by corporations?